Hey guys, so with the good news we got today regarding the Ripple case with the SEC, we noticed that pretty much all of the altcoins are pumping. And so the question is this really the start of, a new alt season is what they call it. And so in order to figure out when alt season is, what you can do is there's a chart on on TradingView. There's a couple. There's one called TOTAL2 and TOTAL3. And TOTAL2, essentially, this shows you the market cap of the entire crypto market, excluding Bitcoin. And TOTAL3 will show you the market cap of the total market cap for the entire space, and that excludes Bitcoin and Ethereum. So here I am on TOTAL2, and this one is just basically everything but Bitcoin. And look how technically, this works out. I don't even know, I don't know many people who trade based off this TOTAL2 chart, but it's just so technical. It's crazy. So I guess people do it, or maybe this is just some weird thing that why it just works out like this. I don't know, but just look at this. Okay, so essentially this was the last peak right here, right? This was the end of the 2017, 2018 bull market here. And that took us to a market cap of about $438 billion. Remember, this excludes Bitcoin. But this includes Ethereum though. Okay, this was the peak. We came down, and then the last bull market we went higher than that by quite a bit, and then during the bear market when all the altcoins were bleeding out, look at how many times we tested this downsloping resistance line. Here started here 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, and we just recently broke out, and then we did a retest. Just so technical. So I mention quite often that when you break a resistance, you have to wait. Oftentimes it'll come back and test that previous resistance as support, and look, it held as support. So, I mean, this looks great, guys. And another thing, and I mention this quite often as well. So we had a double bottom. So we bottomed, right? We wicked off of it. Then we came down. We had a double bottom. And during this period, it was pretty nerve-wracking because, if this broke, maybe the alts are going to lose another 50%. But it gave you a sign that this would likely turn upwards, and that's the divergence. So if you look at, this is called the divergence indicator, but it's essentially just an RSI. And what you can see here is we had a low, and then we had a higher low. But on the price, we made slightly lower. Well, this is about even, but maybe this is slightly lower. So we had a double bottom, but a bullish divergence, right? So that's your early sign that we might turn around and come back up. But okay, so this looks awesome. And now let's look at the TOTAL3. Let's take Ethereum out of the equation here. And then it looks very similar. It looks very similar, except the only difference is, we came down and we tested the previous high, right? We had a double bottom. And now we're just breaking out of this downtrending resistance line. So that it's like this exact candle on the weekly, we're breaking out. This is the first time since, this downtrend was years, since November 2021. So absolutely brutal. This is great news. This is such a great day for the crypto market. And again, we had a bullish divergence here, and we're crossing up on a stochastic, coming back up. So it's going to be interesting to see where this weekly candle closes on Sunday evening. But yeah, so if you look at the TOTAL2 chart, maybe it foreshadows what we're going to see on here, because again, on Ethereum, we broke out and then we came back to do a retest, in which we're coming up from the retest right now. So I don't know if this is going to break out. Well, it's obviously breaking out, but are we going to come all the way back down for a retest? Well, we're going to have to see. I'm not sure yet. Let's look at this on another chart here. And yeah, I just have a different set of indicators on this one. And I mentioned this pretty much every video I do, because I really like this indicator. This is called the Smart Trail. And just by looking at it, it will give you a quick idea of whether or not you're in an uptrend or a downtrend. So here I am on a weekly chart, and you see if the price is under this this Smart Trail and it's red, then we're in a downtrend, and if we're above it, then we're in an uptrend. And as you can see, this acts as a dynamic level of support and resistance. So for example, and this is how you can find really great high probability trade setups, is you just get these indicators on your chart as the price approaches it. from when you're in a downtrend, you just enter a short and put a stop loss just above here. So you see we came up, came into the red region here, got rejected, again came up, came right up to this top red line, got rejected. So if you were able to look at this, you'd be able to short. Now, keep in mind that shorting here, you basically have to pick an altcoin and short the altcoin. So it's kind of a guessing game which one's going to be the one you want to short, but because this is just basically a representation of the entire altcoin market. And this again is excluding Ethereum because this is the TOTAL3 ticker. And so you come down and it serves as a support level. But anyway, so we are still below it. So as we come up to this region, I imagine we're going to test this red line at some point. We're probably going to start getting a resistance when we come up to here, horizontal line right here at the top, probably this range here, yeah, about here. And this is going to come down a little bit, and that's going to be in our resistance area. But overall, I think this is, if we come back up to here, then maybe that's going to be the resistance, and then we'll come back and retest that trend line that I just mentioned, come up and retest it here, and then maybe that's the real kickoff for the alt season. Let's go back to this, and let's take off the smart trail, and let's get this on here. Okay, so I mentioned this quite often as well. These are order blocks, and this will show you regions on the chart that have a lot of transaction history, and they serve as pretty predictable levels of support or resistance. So as you can see, we're coming up into these order blocks right here, and this top order block aligns directly with the resistance level that I just showed you. So I mean, again, it's hard to trade this, and I know, like, if you have a lot of altcoins that you're just holding on to on a ledger, you're obviously not going to trade this chart. But if you with your trading balance that you have on the exchange, just look at this chart every now and then, because it's going to show you maybe when the alts are gonna pump, or when they're gonna take a little bit of a crash, and you can pivot and go into Bitcoin, or you can go into USDT, whatever you're most comfortable with. But and also that depends on the strength of the Bitcoin chart. But yeah, guys, this is great. I mean, this is what we want to see, especially at this time with the halving near in less than a year. I mean, yeah, great news. So yeah, that's the altcoin markets with and without Ethereum in it. And yeah, just something to keep an eye on. And if you haven't subscribed and you want to get more notifications to stay updated, I'm going to do about 2 or 3 videos per day, just analyzing different coins. Just subscribe. All right, guys, have a good day. Take care. Bye.